Why TikTok is making Gen Z worse with money. I made $10,000 this month selling AI prompts. Here's how I retired at 25. Do this side hustle and make $500 a day, no experience needed. You've seen them. Short, flashy, persuasive TikToks that promise financial freedom in 60 seconds. To Gen Z, these aren't just videos. They're glimpses into an alternate reality where wealth is a click away. But what if these shortcuts come with a cost? Behind the filters and fast edits lies a different truth. A generation being misled by bite-sized financial fantasies. This isn't just content, it's cultural programming. And it's distorting how young people think about money, success, and time. In this documentary, we break down how TikTok finance took over, why Gen Z is especially vulnerable, and the hidden dangers beneath the surface. The question isn't just, is TikTok wrong? It's, what is it doing to our financial future? The rise of TikTok finance. TikTok started as a platform for dancing, jokes, and trends. But post-2020, during the isolation of the pandemic, it evolved into something more. A search engine, a teacher, a mentor, and for millions, a financial guide. Enter the Finfluencers, creators who aren't certified experts but package financial advice into engaging viral content. Their tools? Eye-catching thumbnails, dramatic hooks, and bold promises. Here's how I made $50,000 in 30 days. 3 passive income streams no one talks about. Wasn't designed for infinite scrolling. Traditional financial education is often boring, slow, or inaccessible. TikTok made it entertaining, digestible, and emotionally resonant. The problem? Virality rewards confidence, not accuracy. And the TikTok algorithm doesn't care if it's right. It only cares if it's watched. This shift gave rise to a new ecosystem, one where attention is currency, trust is performative, and financial education is repackaged into entertainment. Gen Z and the new money mindset. To understand why TikTok finance exploded, you have to understand Gen Z. This is a generation raised during the Great Recession, student debt crisis, and rising income inequality. They've watched their parents struggle with mortgages, layoffs, and stagnant wages. Traditional paths to success, college, career, home ownership, feel broken. So when a 23-year-old in a Lamborghini says, "You don't need school, just flip products online," it resonates. Gen Z doesn't just want money, they want control. They crave financial independence, flexibility, and time freedom. TikTok offers that fantasy. Quick wins, digital hacks, and the illusion of skipping the struggle. But with that hope comes risk. Many in Gen Z don't yet have financial literacy to distinguish solid advice from sugar-coated scams. And they're not lazy. They're desperate for alternatives in a system they didn't design. That desperation is being exploited one scroll at a time. The problem with viral financial advice. Good financial advice is nuanced. It considers goals, time horizons, risk tolerance, and context. But TikTok doesn't do nuance, it does views. The algorithm doesn't reward the most truthful advice, it rewards the most clickable. This leads to oversimplified, misleading, and even dangerous content being consumed as gospel. Examples: invest in this crypto right now. Use this credit card hack and never pay interest again. You can retire by 30 if you do this. Many creators aren't malicious, they just want engagement. But the stakes are high. Real people are making real decisions with real money based on what goes viral. There's also zero accountability. Unlike financial advisors, TikTok creators aren't regulated. No disclaimers, no risk assessments, no follow-up when it all goes wrong. The result? A financial Wild West dressed in pastel filters and trending audio. Get-rich-quick scams, hustle culture, and misinformation. Case 1. The Crypto Millionaire. That wasn't in 2021. A TikToker gained millions of views by claiming he turned $1,000 into $200,000 in crypto. What followers didn't know? He was paid to promote that coin. Months later, the project collapsed and thousands lost their savings. Case 2. Dropshipping hype. Countless videos promoted Amazon automation or Shopify dropshipping as zero-risk paths to passive income. The reality? Many teens took out loans or maxed credit cards on mentorship programs that delivered nothing but generic PDFs and empty promises. Case 3. Hustle culture burnout. Sleep is for the weak, work while they party. This mindset has bred a toxic cycle. Young people overworking themselves in the name of success, only to burn out, go broke, or become anxious over a life that doesn't match the dream. Each case points to a clear truth. TikTok's financial advice is not just flawed, it's often a funnel into exploitation. The psychology of short-form influence. The human brain wasn't designed for infinite scrolling. TikTok leverages one of our deepest neurological drivers, dopamine. Every swipe is a mini slot machine, a hit of novelty, excitement, and reward. Combine that with authority cues like confident speech, expensive backdrops, and bold claims, and we're wired to believe, not question. Short-form content works because it disables critical thinking. It overwhelms your system with visual and emotional stimuli before your logical brain catches up. It doesn't give you time to fact-check. It makes you feel like you already know. This creates a dangerous loop. Hook, believe, act, regret. And by the time regret kicks in, you've already swiped to the next fantasy. What it's doing to Gen Z's financial future. The consequences aren't hypothetical. They're already unfolding. Savings rates among Gen Z are low. Debt levels are rising, not from essentials, but from opportunity. Investing strategies are more speculative than strategic. Financial anxiety is growing. We're seeing a generation that knows how to open a crypto wallet, but not how to budget. That dreams of passive income, but struggles with credit scores. That values entrepreneurship, but often ignores the basics of financial planning. The long-term impact? A fragile financial foundation, vulnerable to economic shocks and built more on trends than truths. If unaddressed, we're setting up Gen Z for a future where burnout meets bankruptcy. How Gen Z can win financially despite the noise. The problem is big but solvable. Here's how Gen Z can reclaim their financial future. 1. Learn financial literacy. Schools may not teach it, but platforms like Investopedia, Khan Academy, or personal finance books can. Know the basics: budgeting, debt, compound interest, taxes. 2. Audit your feed. Unfollow creators who sell hype over honesty. Follow those with credentials, transparency, and real track records. Question everything. If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Ask, who profits if I follow this advice? 4. Think long-term. Investing, careers, and wealth all take time. Delay gratification. Play the long game. 5. Talk about money. Start conversations with friends. Build community accountability. Financial shame thrives in silence. Use TikTok wisely. TikTok isn't evil, but it's not a teacher. Treat it like entertainment, not education. Cross-reference everything you hear. Gen Z has intelligence, creativity, and potential. The challenge now is focus. TikTok is not just an app, it's a culture factory. It has the power to inform, inspire, and mislead, all in the same breath. But power without awareness is dangerous. You don't have to quit the app, but you do have to take control of what you consume. Stop letting algorithms raise your beliefs. Start curating your own principles. So here's your challenge: learn, share this documentary, start a money club with your friends. Take one real step toward financial literacy today. Because the truth is, Gen Z isn't doomed, they're just distracted. And if this generation can combine its boldness with knowledge, its creativity with patience, and its hustle with wisdom, it can rewrite the rules, not just follow trends. Financial freedom doesn't come from a viral video. It comes from clarity, consistency, and critical thinking. And that journey starts the moment you stop scrolling and start asking, is this real? Is this right for me? And who's actually benefiting if I follow this? So if this documentary sparks something in you, don't just like it, act. Learn, share, start. Because the cost of bad advice is more than just money. It's time, it's confidence, it's your future. Take it back.